Well, welcome back to my channel. Here we are still looking at special questions as we are focusing on types of triangles. As we have here, question 1 says that identify each of the following triangles. Identify each of the following triangles. So what is triangle X called? What is triangle Y called? And what is triangle Z called? Okay, so let's talk about that here right now. Roman figure 1 says that X is a or an dash triangle. So what is this triangle X? What is it called? So when we have a triangle like this in which each of the interior angle is less than 90 degree, each of the interior angle is less than 90 degree. So we call this triangle, we call it an acute angle triangle. So we call it acute angled. So acute angled triangle. So acute angled triangle, that is what triangle X called. Then we have question Roman figure 2. So why is a or dash triangle? So when we have a triangle like this, in which one of the interior angle or one of the angle inside or one of the interior angle is greater than 90 degree. So this type of triangle is called an obtuse angle triangle. So we have this to be an obtuse. So obtuse angled triangle. So it is called obtuse angled triangle. So triangle Y is an obtuse angled triangle as we see it here. Okay. Now, so let's look at triangle Z as we have here. So we have this triangle in which one of the interior angle is 90 degree. So this type of triangle is what we call right angle triangle. So right angled triangle. So we call it right angled triangle. That is triangle Z as we have it here. All right, so we have answered question 1 and we have named each of these triangles as we are requested to identify each of them. Now, let's look at question 2. So for question 2, so what do we have in question 2? We are also asked to identify each of the following triangles. So what is this triangle A called? What is triangle B called? And what is triangle C called? So for triangle A, we have that 3 sides are equal in length. 3 sides are equal in length. So this side that we have here is showing us that these 3 sides are equal in length. So when we have a triangle in which the 3 sides are equal in length, we call this triangle, we call it equilateral triangle. So we call it equilateral triangle. Okay, so triangle A is an equilateral triangle. Okay, so then we have triangle B. So triangle B for Roman figure 2. So what is triangle B called? So in this case, we have that the 2 sides are equal in length. These 2 sides are equal in length. And when these 2 sides are equal in length, it means the base angles here are equal in size. So therefore, such a triangle is called an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle. So triangle B is an isosceles triangle. So triangle B is an isosceles triangle. Okay, so we have it to be an isosceles triangle. Then Roman figure 3 of question 2 says that C is dash triangle. So let's look at triangle C here. So we have that these 3 sides are not equal in length. As you can see these signs on this triangle, the 3 sides are not equal in length. So therefore, the angles are not equal in size. So as a result of that, when we have a triangle that sides are not equal in length and the angles are not equal in size, we call it scaling triangle. So it's a scaling triangle. So triangle C is a scaling triangle. So we have answered these questions as we have done it here. It's as simple as I've done it here. Thank you and God bless you.